The first requirement for prayer is silence. People of prayer are people of silence. There is no key to happiness, the door is always open. We fear the future because we are wasting today. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. When you don't have anything, then you have everything. We shall never know all the good that a simple smile can do. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. If we are humble, nothing will change us, neither praise nor discouragement. I don't do great things. I do small things with great love. If you find happiness, people may be jealous. Be happy anyway. Love begins by taking care of the closest ones, the ones at home. Let us always meet each other with a smile, for the smile is the beginning of love. I prefer you to make mistakes in kindness than work miracles in unkindness. Love is a fruit in season at all times and within reach of every hand. Work without love is slavery. I want you to be concerned about your next door neighbor. Do you know your next door neighbor? Even the rich are hungry for love, for being cared for being wanted, for having someone to call their own. There is a light in this world, a healing spirit more powerful than any darkness we may encounter. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. There is more hunger in the world for love and appreciation in this world than for bread. If we really want to love, we must learn how to forgive. True love is giving and giving until it hurts. I can do things you cannot, you can do things I cannot. Together we can do great things. Any country that accepts abortion is not teaching its people to love but to use violence to get what they want. I am a little pencil in the hand of a writing God who is sending a love letter to the world. Spread the love of God through your life, but only use words when necessary. There are no great things, only small things with great love. Happy are those. Sometimes a good feeling from inside is worth much more than a beautician. The problem with the world is that we draw the circle of our family too small. Every time you smile at someone, it is an action of love, a gift to that person, a beautiful thing. It is a poverty to decide that a child must die so that you may live as you wish. Be kind and merciful. Let no one ever come to you without coming away better and happier. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build it anyway. I go of my free choice, with the blessing of obedience. One of the realities we are all called to go through is to move from repulsion to compassion and from compassion to wonderment. We cannot give what we have not got. He will use you to accomplish great things on the condition that you believe much more in His love than in your weakness. Be happy in the moment, that's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. If I look at the mass, I will never act. If I look at the one, I will. I know God won't give me anything I can't handle. I just wish He didn't trust me so much. God speaks in the silence of the heart. Poverty was not created by God. It is we who have caused it, you and I, through our egotism. Humility is truth, therefore in all sincerity, we must be able to look up and say, I can do all things in Him who strengthens me. By yourself you can do nothing, have nothing but sin, weakness and misery. All the gifts of nature and grace you have them from God. We must never get into the habit of being preoccupied with the future. There is no reason to do so, God is there. May God break my heart so completely that the whole world falls in. Smiling novices. I can hear the music of your laughter of joy. Learn, my children, to be holy, For true holiness consists of doing God's work with a smile. I am perfectly happy to be nobody even to God. It is only when you realize your nothingness, your emptiness, that God can fill you with Himself. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. If we worry too much about ourselves, we won't have time for others. It is a kingly act to assist the fallen. Do not allow yourselves to be disheartened by any failure as long as you have done your best. Together we can do great things. Be faithful in small things because it is in them that your strength lies. If you are discouraged, it is a sign of pride because it shows you trust in your own powers. I fear just one thing: money. Greed was what motivated Judas to sell Jesus. The openness of our hearts and minds can be measured by how wide we draw the circle of what we call family. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. We do not need guns and bombs to bring peace. We need love and compassion. Whenever you share love with others, you'll notice the peace that comes to you and to them. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Peace begins with a smile. What can you do to promote world peace? Go home and love your family. Peace and war start within one's own home. If we really want peace for the world, let us start by loving one another within our families. Sometimes it is hard for us to smile at one another. If now we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten how to see God in one another. Do not wait for leaders, do it alone, person to person. I have found the paradox that if you love until it hurts, there can be no more hurt, only more love. We have to possess before we can give. Yes, you must live life beautifully and not allow the spirit of the world that makes gods out of power, riches, and pleasure make you to forget that you have been created for greater things. Life is a game, play it. Life is too precious, do not destroy it. The best way to succeed in life is to act on the advice we give to others. A life not lived for others is not a life. Life is a challenge, we must take it. Some people come in your life as blessings. Some come in your life as lessons. The fruit of faith is love, and the fruit of love is service. Spread love everywhere you go. In order to keep the lamp burning, you have to keep putting the oil in it. Life is a song, sing it. Life is a struggle, accept it. Do ordinary things with extraordinary love. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you have got anyway. I do not pray for success, I ask for faithfulness. We must never be afraid to be a sign of contradiction for the world. I know I am touching the living body of Christ in the broken bodies of the hungry and the suffering. The fruit of love is service, which is compassion in action. There is more hunger for love and appreciation in this world than for bread. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. Jesus said love one another. He didn't say love the whole world. It is not the magnitude of our actions but the amount of love that is put into them that matters. We ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean. But the ocean would be less because of that missing drop. Never let anything so fill you with sorrow as to make you forget the joy of Christ risen. Joy is prayer, joy is strength, joy is love, joy is a net of love by which you can catch souls. Profound joy of the heart is like a magnet that indicates the path of life. One filled with the joy preaches without preaching. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. True love is love that causes us pain, that hurts, and yet brings us joy. That is why we must pray to God and ask Him to give us the courage to love. Never worry about numbers. Help one person at a time, and always start with the person nearest you. Words which do not give the light of Christ increase the darkness. You are greater than you know. The way you help heal the world is you start with your own family. Go out into the world today and love the people you meet. Let your presence light new light in the hearts of people. I used to believe that prayer changes things, but now I know that prayer changes us, and we change things.